Okay, says we're live. So a little bit about myself. This is my very first live stream ever, and I am heckin' nervous. But anyway, my name is Jenna Lynn Brown. I write gay romances, contemporary urban fantasy to a certain degree, historical, paranormal, stuff like that. And tonight I'm going to be working on fan fiction. And if anybody would like to say hello, please do. That would be very nice indeed. So I don't know if anybody's here or if I'm just talking to myself, which, wouldn't be a first. Can anybody hear me? So a little bit about myself. This is my very first live stream ever. Wouldn't be a first. Okay. That was I'm learning. Is anybody here? No, 2 people watching. Hi. All right, I'm going to turn that off so I don't get confused. And so, well, yeah, I can't tell if anyone's here or not. Whoops-a-doodle. Okay, so why don't we, Sid, hello. Very nice to see you. I think there's a little bit of a delay between me and YouTube receiving the screen, the broadcast, but that's okay. All right, maybe give it a minute or 2. If anybody wants to introduce yourselves in chat, advertise anything you've got to advertise, please feel free. Take this time and do it. I'll even set a timer for 5 minutes to get anybody coming in who may want to come in and just have a chat. So give people a little time to show up and say howdy and do whatever else. I guess a little bit more about my background, since I'm the one hosting and I'm in charge. I'm sitting on my bed actually right now instead of at a desk. I have a lot of problems with my back. Yeah. All right, great. And Sid says, yeah, it takes a minute to get from YouTube. Okay, that makes sense. Anyway, right now I'm sitting on my bed with a backrest and several pillows. I have several problems with my neck and spine. So you may see me occasionally lying back to let them support my neck, because otherwise I will be in a lot of pain tomorrow. And that really kind of sucks. What else? I have a fan going in the background, because otherwise I have to have the window closed right now because there are some fires in the area and the air gets very smoky. So otherwise, and if I don't have a fan going, my room is going to get to like 100 degrees. But if that bothers anyone, please let me know and I will turn it off and maybe open the window. I actually don't mind the smell of smoke that much. As long as it's not cigarette smoke, that stuff actually makes me nauseous. So we'll just have to see about that. Let's see what else is going on. Like I said earlier, this is my first live stream, so I'm still very much figuring out what to do, how to handle everything and whatnot. I will be working in Story Planner tonight, trying to get all of my planned scenes for my big music work in progress together. If anyone would like to share your project for the evening, please do. This stream is open to any kind of creativity that you want to do, need to do. Eat cigarettes. Yeah. Me too. Plus where I live, not very many people smoke, so whenever I do smell it, it's like, whoa, it's just awful. I was saying something else, and now, of course, I've forgotten it. Old age, man. It's not for the weak. Let's see. Yeah, please do share your project, if whatever you're working on tonight. This is open to any kind of creativity. If you're sewing, if you're crocheting, if you're knitting, if you're writing, if you're drawing, it's all good. We're here to bolster each other up, I would say. I'm not the best public speaker. And yes, I do giggle when I'm nervous. And I'm very nervous right now. It was a rough few weeks when I was working in radio, because I kept giggling whenever I mispronounce something, and there's a lot to mispronounce in classical music. So yeah, that's a story. um, I was looking for some ambient music that I would be able to play during the stream, but everything is, rights reserved and that sort of thing. At least that I could find in the 10 minutes that I decided to try and find something. So, no music that I'll be able to broadcast, but I will mute my microphone because I got to have some sort of noise, otherwise, I go a little bit bonkers. And try and keep whatever I listen to, which will probably be the soundtrack I was working on earlier today, the playlist that I was working on. Be listening to that for a bit while I'm writing, and whatever y'all do whenever you write. Sometimes I watch YouTube videos, to be honest, which can get a little confusing at times when I've got a chat going or a stream going over here and then a video going over here, and then suddenly I realize, oh yeah, I've got two now. So, thanks, Sid. I feel reassured. Oh, see, I worked in radio, like I said. While I was in graduate school, I was a student announcer at the college radio station, which is a classical format. So I can say things like Tchaikovsky without a whole lot of trouble. But then there are words that just kind of tie my tongue into a knot. And then brain fog. It's fun. It's part of growing older, hormone change, and all that kind of thing. So yeah, I do occasionally have to search for the words because they're just not there the way they used to be. And all right, so open your dock, get out your scissors and your needles, or your whatever, your thread, your yarn, your paints. Ta-da! Let's get started. Alrighty. So over here, I have a timer set up. I know that the noise on the Google one is kind of weird, but let's see, is there a way to make that? There we go. That's a little odd, but we can make it work. So I've got this over here, and if you're ready, let's start in 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do this thing. Oh. Yeah, so basically I goofed right there, but that's okay. And I apologize for all the bouncing around. Yeah, that's the one that I wanted to mute. So if this gets copyright struck, well, that's my mistake. So we'll do mute again. I guess I can talk now. Well, I didn't get a whole lot of words in myself, and Sid had to leave. So that's an interesting first experiment. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and end it because I don't think anybody else has come in. Not entirely sure how you check. But yeah, that was a nice little session. And honestly, I'm just going to call it a night. Thanks for popping in, and we'll try this again sometime. We'll talk again soon.